Welcome, guys. Welcome to everyone. Oh man, waking up from the American dream. That's how it looks like. Really, how it looks like on my end. Like I woke up from the American dream. Really. Yeah, really. Vlad is waking up from the American dream. I'm just responding to some messages, and here we go. Yeah, it's time to go, to kick off, to get underway, and yeah. Man, I really wonder where will Francis Ngannou continue his career. I really have no idea where he's gonna go, where he's gonna continue. But I doubt. I think it might be PFL or boxing. And also, I need to pinpoint to you that I was sleeping literally whole day. I don't know what happened to me. I really don't know what happened to me, but been a very, very interesting day. Yeah, I was having a very, very interesting day. And there are days when you are extremely tired, and that's one of those days. That's definitely one of those days when you are extremely tired. And I really enjoyed, got to say, really enjoyed when I heard that Francis Ngannou, sorry, when I've heard that Francis Ngannou is going to leave UFC because Dana White is known for blackmailing. Dana White is known for having his own terms, having his own agenda, and I just think things went too far between the two of them. But I've got something else to say. I've got really, really something else to say. When it comes to the two of them, that's a nice piece of play between them. Man, Shogun Hua is gonna fight for the last time. This is going to be his final fight. And yeah, we are going to see the final dance of Mauricio Shogun Hua. As Mauricio Shogun Hua is a big guy, one of big names, one of big names that are definitely gonna go down at this event. That is Mauricio Shogun Hua, and Shogun Hua will be definitively fighting a dangerous opponent in the case of Ihor Potieria, and I am hoping that Shogun Hua is going to score a victory because he really is a pride legend, and now at his well now at his 40s, in the fifth decade of his life, Mauricio Shogun Hua can't look much from the fight, can't expect much. He can only expect a potential victory, and he can only expect, to say hi to everybody, to, you know, good, good reconciling. That's one and only thing Mauricio Shogun Hua can expect. And this is his last fight. I really hope he is going to score a victory. I really, really hope that he is going to score a victory as John Jones is returning too. This is also another lovely piece of play. As we're having a case of John Jones returning back to the greatest circuit in the world, it's a good thing for UFC. Well, technically yes, because many believe that John Jones will never get back, including me. I also didn't believe that John Jones was gonna ever come back into the UFC circuit, but these days it seems that John Jones is really going to fight, and I really wanted to see John Jones fighting some high level big names, but it seems this didn't go to fruition. Just 1 second. 1 second, okay. Sorry for minor issue. I had a minor issue with my internet, but the connection is fine now. Here I am. And yeah, I do believe that John Jones is also another nice piece of play, as we're going to see the return of Johnny Boy, which is also a nice thing to go, which is also a nice piece of play because I want to see the return of Johnny Boy. No, I want to see the return of John Jones. So some amazingly nice things are going to happen in the days to come, and in the months to come, we are going to see a new wave in the UFC. I really believe we are going to see a new wave, and many people are now telling to me, I've received tons of messages from people who believe that John Jones is going to win easy against Cyril Gane. Well, he would have won easily if this was a different weight class. But in this weight class, I just think it's gonna be a nightmare for Johnny Boy. I just don't think it's gonna be as easy victory as people believe in this weight class. I just don't see it happening that easily, especially because Cyril Gane is heavier. John Jones will have to wrestle in the style of Cyril Gane, and I'm unsure whether he will be able to do that. I'm unsure whether he will be able to fulfill that kind of a task, because that kind of a task is not easy. That's not easy. That's actually a hard task to perform. If you're asking me, that's a very, very hard task to perform. And can he do it? Well, that's $1 million question. That really is $1 million question, especially including the fact that we are fighting. We are going to see the fight at heavier weight class, and John Jones. This is his first outing at UFC heavyweight, so we really have to see. The real reason Francis is scared is he heard Bader was coming back. Yeah, I also heard rumors about Ryan Bader, but I don't know whether those rumors are true, Charles. But to some point, I have to agree. To some point, I have to agree with that, as I'm pretty much eager to say. I'm pretty much eager to say that Francis didn't get what he wanted from the UFC. He was probably asking for more money. And imagine him doing a one boxing fight. He is going to earn more money than he earned in his whole UFC career. So this could be a wise move. I mean, I would do the same if I was him. If I wanted to become a boxer so badly. And yes, I would do the same. So to some point, I understand why he behaves like that, and to other point, I'm unsure. I'm very much unsure why Francis considers PFL, as PFL is going to bring him $1 million in a tournament, and in boxing he can earn like 10K, 15K. I mean 10 millions, 15 millions. This is something that I can't understand at the moment. I'm trying to crack through those info, but it seems I'm having a hard time understanding what's gonna be the next for that guy. But from what I've seen, I have a feeling that Francis is having some very, very serious plans. And I wonder if he got finished by Jones, the hype would be gone and could never box. Well, let's be honest. If John Jones drags that fight to the ground, that could be a big problem. Let's be honest. If that fight gets dragged to the ground, that could be a real problem. And finishing a guy like Francis Ngannou would be. You are right. It would be like, man, imagine that guy getting finished. That would be shame. That would be a massive, massive problem. Yes, that would be a massive, massive problem. And imagine hype gone forever. Imagine hype derailed forever. Especially with that knee injury, career over. Well, that is a career-ending injury. That knee injury, that is a career-ending injury. So when you hurt your knee like that, some people never get back. When you're already mentioned that knee injury, I really wonder what's going to happen to Tom Aspinall. Yeah, I'm gonna go live for 1 hour because tomorrow I'm airing Ares. Just to know, I'm airing Ares tomorrow probably, and I need to preserve some energy, etc. But just to announce, I will give my best to enjoy with the fans. So we're having two pretty much up and coming events, two pretty much great events, and we will try to grind it out. We will try to do it together, my lovely lads. We will definitely try to do it together, and I might have decided a bit too late what was the choice of my life, but it was MMA. It's definitely MMA, the best thing that has ever happened. So reporting about MMA, it gives me a lot of satisfaction. It gives me a lot of satisfaction, and it leads to many positive aspects of the game. So yeah, especially with that career-ending knee injury, I can actually make a pull. You know, where will Ngannou continue? I will make a pull. Let's see. I'm making you a pull right now. Don't forget to vote, please. I'm really unsure whether he will transition to PFL or boxing, but I would like to know the answer to that question. I would really like to know the answer to that question. Where will Francis Ngannou continue his career? I am at the moment unsure about Ngannou's next move, but I have a feeling that Francis Ngannou might actually do something really good. And something really good might actually be the choice of boxing. Yeah, that could be something really good. Hello, Rio. How are you doing? Well, nothing much. I was sleeping whole day, and now I'm airing the event. I'm suffering sick with COVID. How are you doing? Are you feeling really bad or? Man, I don't know what happened today to me. I was literally sleeping whole day. I don't know what happened and how. It just something didn't came to fruition. I know he teased PFL, but no way should that be the move. I also think he's gonna move to boxing. Jan is in trouble. Agree. I agree that Jan is in trouble. I don't see Jan winning Merab Velishvili, despite there is a lot of hype with Merab, but I don't see Jan winning that fight. It's crazy how a robbery can ruin a fighter's career. A robbery is not a robbery. Robbery is, but it happens, you know. And the robbery can skyrocket somebody's career, like in the case of Sean O'Malley, for example. A robbery skyrocketed his career. So it depends. Yeah, it really depends. But in some cases, robbery is going to give you wings, and in other cases, robbery is going to ruin your career. Now he's fucked against Merab. I thought Peter clearly best O'Malley. Of course, he bested O'Malley. I think that fight was a horrible robbery. But it is what it is, you know. No one can say me the damage is done. You know, no one, you remember that famous song. No one can say me the damage is done. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Yeah, I play my part and you play your game. You give love a bad name. I think Dana White should sing that song to Petr Yan. It's very disgusting from UFC, of course. And not only him, Jared Gordon, for example. Jared Gordon derailed Paddy Pimblett's hype train, and people still believe that Pimblett won the fight like his greatest diehard fans. You might go to Johnson versus Mariah Straight. That is excellent, my friend. That is awesome. I'm really thrilled with that. I'm really happy because you might go there. Where will that take place? That would be an awesome piece. That would be really really awesome, man. It would really be awesome. It would really make me happy. Colorado. Oh, let's go, Colorado. Just to announce, Vlad is going to have some interviews coming up soon in my homeland of Serbia. Some uh, some media finally want to talk to me. I just have something to announce, though it will be in Serbian language. But some media finally want to talk to me. No, I was trying so hard all these years, and some media started contacting me. Finally, they started contacting me, and finally they want to talk to me, which is awesome, which is really awesome. As finally somebody wants to talk to me, so at least in my state, I will be able to make a transition, a swift transition. I really want Jamal Hill to win. Me too. I'm having not going the distance that fight. I have that fight not going the distance. I think Jamal Hill can sleep him, and I think Glover Teixeira can submit the guy. Yeah, I really think Glover Teixeira can submit the guy. I just have to release for members my picks. It's not even about age anymore. Glover can win easily, of course. Yeah, Glover can win pretty much easily. I'm also for Storley. I think I'm also going to win. I mean, Storley is a good fighter, but I just don't see him. I just don't see him winning. I think Amos's wrestling is on a whole different level. That's how I see it coming. I'm just typing something. One second. 'Hello, Ginge. How are you doing, my friend? I had Hill when it got announced, but if Yuri couldn't KO him, I thinking Hill can't either. Well, there is a solid chance he won't be able to do so. Yeah, really, there is a solid chance he won't be able to do so. I agree with that. I don't think it's gonna be very much easy task for him. I don't see this as an easy task for him. I actually see this as a very, very hard task. Do believe it's gonna be a very, very hard task. But it's Shogun Rua'S last fight. I'm very much thrilled because it's gonna be Shogun Rua'S last fight. We have to see how far Shogun Rua can go. My health is way better. Thanks for asking. But today I was sleeping whole day. I just don't know what happened to me today. Like it wasn't me. Like it wasn't me. I was working something. I was working some other job. I came home around 4 p.m. Some days that happens to me. I came home around 4 p.m. and then I just passed out. And I woke up around 8. I was sleeping like 4 hours. If somebody asks me why, how, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I even took a coffee and the coffee didn't help. I was just too tired. I was just too sick and tired. No, if you ask me how and why, I've got no idea what happened. Yeah, some days it happened to me too. Okay. I'm just have to get back in 1 minute. I just forgot to take something. 1 minute, guys. I'm getting back swiftly. Here I am. Okay, here I am. Yeah, some days it happens to me. It happens to me too. But there are days when this also happens to me. But now I'm feeling better. I'm eager to say that I'm feeling way, way better now. And yeah, what fights are you looking forward to, Vlad? At UFC 283 or the upcoming ones, like every single upcoming one? Every single fight. I'm looking forward to Shevchenko versus Grasso, actually. Why is Walker the favorite when Craig beat Hill and Krylov? What are they thinking? Because bookies are high. I have a logic explanation. Walker lost to them. Maybe bookies are high. Maybe bookies forgot how good submission game Paul Craig has. Maybe they are like, oh, the guy lost to Ozdemir. Maybe he won't be able to drag Walker to the ground. We need Ivanov to KO Tibura. I want Ivanov to win, man, more than anything in the world. But I don't see that happening. No offense, man. As a Bulgarian, I want Ivanov to win, but I want Ivanov to win so badly, but I don't see him winning via KO. If he wins, he's gonna win some heavy decision. I agree, Matt. I think Craig will have problems with Walker. Yeah. I mean, Craig is dangerous if he drags the fight to the ground. He submitted Kutalaba, that bum. Oh. Of course, man. I mean, Craig is extremely dangerous if he drags the fight to the ground. And Paul Craig also submitted Jamal Hill. Let's be honest. Paul Craig also submitted Jamal Hill. So we mustn't say that Craig sucks. We must be very, very cautious. Because Craig is not the greatest striker in the world. Everybody knows that. But let's be honest. Craig has skills. You can say all day long that Craig has zero skills, but I can't back you up about that. He's got the greatest submission game in the division, but his stand-up game is critical. His stand-up game is actually very, very critical, and that's something I can't understand. That kind of a big difference. It's something that really, really scares the shit out of me. He snapped Hill's arm. Craig very underrated, extremely underrated, Ginge. Extremely underrated, my mod. By the way, how's your health doing? It's been a while since you were in the chat. How are you doing anyway? Been a while, man. Yeah, it's really been a while. I'm so glad you're back, man. I know you're very busy with your puppy and all good with me. Yeah, I know you're very busy with your puppy. Your puppy doesn't even want to let you do anything. But he's cute. I'm so glad you're back, man. Yeah, I'm so glad you're back. Just haven't been online as much. I assume you're very busy. Me, unfortunately, I have to be online every single day. It's not that I like it that much. I like fans. I really like to chit chat with fans and hang around. I will be a guest in some shows, just to know. I will be guest in some shows in my state of Serbia where I live at the moment. People started recognizing me. Some TV stations are calling me to be their guests, to be their guest on podcasts. So I think this year might actually change something. Not just I'm saying this year might change something in my home country of Serbia. I believe people are going to hear my name. Did you hear the bad news about James Lynch? Yeah, I've heard that. So unlucky. 100K soon, brother. I would love to see that happen. But TV stations are calling me to be their guest. And I was like, today I received a call for one TV station and they want me to be their guest like next week or in 2 weeks. But they said you will only talk about MMA. Our reporter is going to ask you MMA questions. So unfortunately, it's going to be in Serbian language, which is my second native language. So I can't translate it to English, but I just want to say thanks to everybody because it couldn't happen if there wasn't you. It happens because of you. It's not happening because of me. It happens because of my fan base. No, James didn't deserve that. I've seen that, man. I'm so sad. I just hope he will be able to reclaim his account. He is a great guy. I'm following him like for 3 4 years. I'm following that guy for a very long period of time, and he really is a great guy. Really great, really respectful. James doesn't like to beef with others. I can respect that. I can respect that. I don't know how he got hacked. Maybe he made a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake, but I don't know what happened to James. Like both of his accounts were connected. Yeah, it's pity, man. Really pity. James is a great guy. I am backing you up on that. James really is an awesome guy. You've seen William Knight works at Amazon UFC. Got to do a better job paying their athletes. Yes, I've seen that, man. And I was like, is this some kind of a joke? I was really thinking whether this is some kind of a joke or not. But unfortunately, it's not a joke. And no, it's not a joke. It's not a joke, it's actually true. They don't pay their athletes well, man. Since they do other jobs, they're not paid well. I think someone just done it out of spite as he doesn't beef with anyone. Yeah, somebody did it intentionally. I mean, I think I think they believe that James Lynch is not that interesting guy. So somebody did it because he is just a hater or whatever. James is not a guy who beefs with others. I mean, others do, but James doesn't. James would never argue with other people. He's just not that type of a guy. I'm not saying that is the greatest choice one can make, but that's simply James. He would never argue with others. I've never seen James arguing with others, but that's the style he chose, and that style is actually okay. But if you want to skyrocket your popularity, we'll see. He is very popular at the moment, but if you want to touch the sky, Yeah, he is always respectful. If you want to touch the sky, you can't respect people who don't respect you. But he is respectful to everybody, which is to some point, it is okay, but it might give you a hard time when you want to touch the sky. You've seen me. I'm always respectful as long as somebody is respectful towards me. But when somebody goes too far, I'm not respectful. Only when somebody goes too far. Or when somebody insults fighters, or when I see those guys, then I lose respect. But in general, I'm also respectful like James. James and I are pretty much alike. Just James is not a guy who would fight anybody. I would, but James wouldn't because I mean I'm training every single day. And you know what happened today? I was working a delivery job. I work one day. Are you still doing? Yes, yes, I'm doing cold water at least once per week. Yes. And I was training this week very hard. And today I was doing a delivery job. I came home around 4 and I was like, I'm gonna sleep half an hour. And I literally passed out. I was sleeping for 4 hours. I literally crumbled. I was like this. Literally, my head did this. I was like, I'm not gonna sleep like this. I literally crumbled. I was sleeping like 4 hours, which good. I've been thinking of trying it. Do you have areas where you could do it? I couldn't do saunas, bruh. I'd rather do that. Uh, you can't go to sauna. Why? Why? What? I actually prefer sauna over cold therapy. No, why? I'm just curious. Why? I hate the heat. Well, I don't like the heat either. I have a river approximately 3/4 feet deep, about 100 yards from my house. Try it out, man. No, really, try it out. If you have a river, try it out. At least cold gives you adrenaline. Cold is excellent. No, cold water rocks. No, I'm telling from my own experience. I'm a big fan of cold water, but maybe that's not the best way to go. But I really am a big fan of cold water. I like cold water. Yeah, at least cold is gonna give you adrenaline. That is fine. Cold is defo going to give you adrenaline, and we need adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush is going to help. It's extremely helpful thing. That adrenaline rush. The river was orange with vitriol from old coal mines, but it's all clean now, so may try it. Well, try it out, man. Try it out. If it's going to help you, try it out. I mean, that cold therapy is awesome. Cold therapy is really awesome. It's one of the best things. It's one of the best things that was invented by humanity, if you're asking me. And I am a big fan of cold water. You know, when the creek temperature was only 37 Fahrenheit, I was doing a cold therapy and I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. Cold therapy is pretty much helpful. I see a lot of people doing it lately. Well, it's beneficial, it's highly beneficial. It is extremely beneficial. I mean, of course, people are doing it when it brings a lot of good things into their life. I'm actually one of the first guys who really loves cryotherapy. I mean, from YouTubers. Have you ever seen a YouTuber who prefers cryotherapy that much, like me? No, and you're not gonna see it. No way you're gonna see it. Because I'm one of a kind. They're just me, I'm one of a kind. That is just me, one of a kind. I just love it too much, man. You know, cold water is awesome. It really gives me wings, man. I know, I feel better. After the recovery, I'm feeling better. Reduce inflammation. Hello, Cyrus. Yes, it does. It reduces inflammation a lot. And it helps, man. No, cold therapy is awesome. How's your family doing, Vladisan? I hope everyone is well. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. I visit my family like once per week, once in 2 weeks. We see each other, we hang around. So they're fine. My parents are a bit older, but they're fine. No, who's a good underdog this week? The guy Costa fighting Moises. Yes, Mel Costa is a great underdog. Message, sauna, and cold water is the best medicine. Absolutely. Yeah, Mel Costa is a good underdog. I actually have fight not going the distance. I didn't bet on Moises to win. I have 7 bets, but I didn't bet on Moises to win. I'm a bit scared about that fight. I think Mel Costa is actually heavily underrated. I really see Mel Costa as a heavily underrated guy. Put like 50 on him earlier. Good luck with that. I hope you're gonna get some money, man. I really hope you're gonna win some money, bro. I'm really hoping to help. Who you think gonna win out of Volkanovski Makachev? Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but Makachev wins this one. I'm a big fan of Volkanovski, but I don't see him winning. Simply don't see that happening. Don't see that going to fruition. Don't see that happen. It's hard to expect anything else, you know. Very, very much hard to expect. I think Volkanovski doesn't have much of a chances, especially considering the fact that he is moving one division up. And when you're moving one division up against a guy who is the strongest guy in the division, that's a death sentence. You know, I'm undecided, but I'd like to see Volk win. Me too, man. Does Volk have one punch KO power if he moves up? Nope. No way he's gonna have one punch power, especially against a guy like Makachev, a guy with a brutal right hook counter. I don't know, man. Makachev, Ankalaev, they're masters of right hook counters. They really are masters of right hook counters. And that is going to give a very, very much hard time to Alexander Volkanovski. That is really much going to give him a hard time. In some specific cases, I just want to be wrong, but in many cases, unfortunately, I'm right. And there are reasons, there are days when I hate myself because of that. But unfortunately, I think that is very much a realistic expectation. I think it's very, very much a realistic expectation. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. And I know some people are thinking that I'm faking it, but no, I'm really realistic. Volk has been improving in every fight that goes by. It will be interesting. Absolutely, absolutely. It will be very, very interesting. Have you seen a channel called King of the Streets? Oh, yeah, yeah, I've seen. Awesome channel. A really awesome channel. But they allow biting, they allow eye gouging, like a real street fight. Yeah, it's like a real street fight. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's getting more and more popular. Some people know to fight, some people have zero skills. But when they match two guys who really know to fight well, that's interesting. Yeah, it's brutal. It's very interesting when they pair two guys who know to fight, when they have similar matchups. He only beat Charles, BC, it was in Abu Dhabi. Anywhere else, Islam gets flatlined. Truly believe it. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. King of the Streets is awesome. It is an awesome channel. I got to say, it really is an awesome channel. The knockouts and their heads hit the concrete is nasty. Yeah, they fight on the concrete. That's also very brutal. That English wolf from there recently fought in the BKFC. Yeah, I know English wolf. The soccer kicks on concrete is fucked. Yeah, that's one and only thing I don't like soccer kicks on the concrete. But that's like a real street fight, like a real street fight. Twice the brain damage. Well, I believe people do like maybe two, three, four King of the Streets matches, and that's all. I don't think they're doing more than that. Because even if you want to, you can't do that much. Power slap was jokes yesterday. Man, I've seen some replays. I was like, thanks God I didn't watch that. No way I'm gonna watch Power Slap. It's like the Slap Fight League is just pure brain damage. It's funny, but it's retarded at the same time. But it's funny, man. Like they're slapping each other. I mean, come on. There are those kinds of competitions in Poland. Yes, there are those types of competitions. Why would anyone sign up for that? I don't know. I don't have an idea. Can you please enlighten me? Because I really have no idea why would they do that. Makes no sense to me. Really much makes no sense to me. No defense, just lose brain cells. Yeah, you can't defend at all. Defending is prohibited. Yeah, defense is prohibited. Does it make sense at any point? There are other jobs out there that pay good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like no defense. Probably all criminals that can't do anything. Absolutely, man. Like, no defense, only brain damage. The only thing you're gonna get from that is a brain damage. Yeah, you're gonna suffer brain damage and that's it. Have you seen some of the women doing that slap fighting? Some of them are Georges. Oh yeah, truly. A bunch of Phil Baronis in there, mate. Yep. Uh, you flip a coin to go first, so you can technically win the belt if you always land the heads and KO the guy first. Yes, you can. Crazy bastards. Ah, yeah. Such a crazy. I love that contest, though. I love that contest if I want to laugh. But would I watch that? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No way. Would I air that? Uh-uh. I am never going to air power slap. Just to know. No way. That will never happen. I am never going to air power slap contest. Thoughts on the Baroni situation, Vlad? I think he won't make it to trial. Me too. He went too far, my friend. Listen, I don't want to sound like a guy who defends him, but why would you do something like that? He is not gonna make it to the trial. People don't like those guys in prison. Is there no UFC 283 presser? I don't know. I don't know. Is there a presser? Need to check it out. There was media. I don't know if there will be presser. Got no idea, man. Last time they got rid of the presser was 275, I believe. I don't see a presser happening. Yeah, I also don't see a presser. So you think there won't be a presser? He's had his teeth smashed out already. He got CT, but I think some people are just born mean. That's true. Some people are just born mean. I agree with that. I think there won't be presser also. Yeah, I also think there won't be presser. I don't see a presser happening, but why would they do something like that? Yes, at 275 there was no presser. Probably not. We've seen Moreno and Figgy go back and forth 3 times now. Glover is boring. No presser, huh? Interesting. Well, fuck it, man. Fuck it, like we're not gonna have a presser. How does that sound? That sounds awful. It really sounds awful. No presser thing pretty much sounds awful. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, presser is always fun, but it seems this time we are not going to have the presser. And you are right, Glover is pretty much boring. Yeah, Glover is pretty much boring. One of the most boring guys for the presser. Can we have some fun guys at this presser? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna see any fun guy in the presser. Yeah, I don't think that is going to happen. I simply don't see it happening. Yeah, Moreno and Figgy went back and forth like already too many times. That is true. They really went back and forth already too many times, and they don't have what to say to each other. Do we have some other fighters that could make Presser better? Nah, I don't think so. They are going to have some meetups. Unfortunately, due to unknown reasons, there will be no pre-fight press conference for UFC 283. However, with an event as big as this one, fans will be delighted to know that there are plenty more events for them. If you're lucky enough to be in Rio de Janeiro, be sure to check these events out. What the heck? Due to unknown reasons, there won't be UFC presser. What the heck? Where is the hype? Who is gonna create the hype? How are they gonna make it coming? How are they gonna make it happening? I'm not thrilled at all, my lads. I'm pretty much unhappy because of no presser thing. Plus 700 odds if you parlay the Brazilians in the main, but I think Moreno wins. Mm, I'm actually, if I have to pick a side, I will go Figgy. I say fight starts round 4, but if you parlay Brazilians, you're gonna get great odds. Yeah, Gilbert Burns might not be the greatest trash talker. Yeah, if you only play on Brazilian fighters, but Jessica Andrade will probably win. Uh, who else? I have a bet on Andrade, I have a bet on Gilbert. I have Glover versus Hill, no distance. Davison versus Moreno, I didn't bet. But I think parlaying Brazilians in the main card actually makes sense. For me, at least, it makes sense. Matt, what do you say? Does it make sense aside of that fight? And then Walker is I don't know, man. I disagree with Walker because I have no distance bet. I have a bet not going the distance on Johnny Walker versus Paul Craig. I don't know why, but I have a fear of that fight. Just have a fear of that fight. Some would say for a reason, but I just have a fear of that fight. Glover is not boring, bro, says Cyrus. Well, inside the octagon, Glover is amazing. Inside the octagon, that guy is amazing. I expect a great fight. I even think Glover can win. But I see if I must like pick side and method, I would say Glover submission. If I must pick side and method. But I'm telling you, I parlayed not going the distance already. At the age of 20, he looked 50. I know. He's looking so old, but he's so great. That guy is so great. Imagine 43 years old and he is at the best. He is at the best age of his life. He stays so motivated. He's like Marvin Vettori, something out of Lord of the Rings. True. Just looking at the odds, and I can get 10-1 for Craig, Figgy, and Glover to win. Uh, are you going to parlay that? Healed submission if Yeri, I can do it. Brazil would flip shit. Imagine Heel winning via submission. Imagine Heel winning that fight via submission. That would be amazing. Viva Mexico! Ha! Viva Mexico! Yeah, but that would be like insanity. If that comes to fruition, it would have been insanity. Yeah, it would have been insanity, my man. Lads, imagine that kind of the insanity. Imagine that level of insanity. It would just be too much for anyone to handle. Glover got to retire after that. Absolutely. Brandon Moreno walkouts are the best. Yes, Moreno's walkouts are fun. Yeah, Moreno's walkouts are fun. The Mexican walkout music is unmatched. What do you think of my potential walkout song? What do you think about the rhythm, the melody, the harmony? Yeah, it's called the Tiviknali taxi, or should I call you a cab? In Bulgarian. It would have been my walkout song if I ever fight another YouTuber. I heard that song before you put it in chat. It's good, sounds cool. I don't know Bulgarian, but sounds upbeat. Yeah, I'm gonna send you translation. Uh, there you go, the translation of the song. Song is pretty much a bit senseless, but yeah. You have something on the lips, sweetheart. Will you wipe it off? That's a teen little malice. Tell me, did you get used to it? That I was together with a man next to you for a long time. You're giving me a pleasure. Don't you have a little pride, sweetheart? You know it. You're unwanted. Leave him. Go away. That song reminds me of some areas of my life, though. Would be interesting. Yeah, would be interesting because that song reminds me on some areas of my life when I've picked. You know why I love that song so much? Because when I picked Bulgarians, when I picked a side, as long as it pumps you up, yeah, thank. When I picked a side because I'm half Serbian, half Bulgarian. When I picked Bulgarian side, people were constantly telling you're unwanted, go away, go away, go away. and this song actually helped me to survive the hard period of my life. That's why one of the reasons why I'm pretty much connected. That's why I'm pretty much pumped up to that song. I would walk out to Russian or Mexican music. I like the way a lot their music sounds. Yeah, Mexican music is awesome. About Russian music, I don't know much. I really don't know much about Russian music, but Mexican music is amazing. I only know few Russian songs. Never listened to it. But yeah, if it pumps you up, go for it. The beats are really good. Russian beats are good. I'd walk to a song called out Run Boy Run Low Key. I think I know that song. But I'm telling you, when I chose the Bulgarian side over Serbian side, people were constantly saying, "Go away, go away, go away. You're unwanted. You're unwanted." Now they say differently, but I was having like the hardest 6 months of my life with "Go away, you're unwanted." That's one of the reasons why I'm so related to that song. Like Taito Ivasa, Barbie Girl is the best song. Ah, Barbie Girl. Ah, that's epic. That is epic song. Like Barbie Girl. But I don't know why he chose Barbie Girl. I would walk out to some gay shit to confuse my boy. So, a mental game, right? You would play a mental warfare. Yeah, you would play a mental warfare. That would be the ultimate troll. Yes, that would be the epic way to troll your opponent. Imagine that. That would be the epic way to troll your opponent. You would be the troll of the year. And then teabag them like Call of Duty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Call of Duty, baby. I'm such a big fan of that video game. I'm such a big fan of Call of Duty. I could see Colby playing the national anthem. You think the United States of America anthem? I wouldn't be surprised when it comes to Colby. You can expect anything from that guy. Yeah, you can really expect anything from that guy. Because that's Colby Covington, of course. It's like Colby Covington shit. This song is Russian beat is sick. Uh, oh yeah. It's epic. Just epic. Listen to it later. This song is Russian beat. Okay, will do. It's probably amazing. Yeah, I mean, every fan has something he is related to. For example, I'm telling you, I am related to the song the Viknali Taxi, to my favorite song, because I was having a very hard period at my life when everybody turned the back on me. I was having a very, very hard period when everybody turned the back on me. And that's why I got emotionally related to that song. But it was awesome. It really was awesome. An awesome piece of play, an awesome piece of song. It was brutal. I don't have a song like that. All kinds of music like rap, electronic, and rock. That's excellent. I mean, rap or electronic is also nice for entrance. It would have been a nice piece of play for entrance. I mean, I'm trying to stay open-minded. Yeah, I like everything. I mean, I don't even know what is that song like that Viknali Taxi. I think it's some kind of a folk song or whatever. I'm sure. I like Jamaican reggae. You like reggae? Oh, reggae is nice music. I have a friend who loves it. He only listens to reggae. Yeah, I have a friend who only listens to Jamaican reggae. When I smoke the kush. That friend of mine is a huge, huge fan of reggae. A very big fan of reggae. It's mellow music. Well, it's nice. Makes you feel good, of course. Of course. If it makes you feel good, it has to be good. That is how I see it happening. It simply has to be good if it makes you feel good. I mean, it's music, of course. It's gonna. If it doesn't make you feel good, then it can't be. Then it can't be a good piece of music. Okay, guys, few more minutes, then I'll have to rest. Like today, I'm sleepy whole day. I don't know what's happening to me. What do you think is gonna happen in Gilbert fight? I think Gilbert will decision. I think Gilbert will probably try to stand and bang with Neil Magny. He will cut the cage. He'll probably try to grapple from time to time, drag the fight to the ground, control Magny on the ground. I see it as a Gilbert decision. I hope he gets the knockout. It's hard to knock out Magny. I'd be cool if Jones walked out to nothing against Khan. That would be awesome. That would really be awesome. I would also be pleasantly surprised. Ponzinibbio did. Ah, I remember. Ladesanya got to take the dog out. Take care, my friend. Thank you so much for being in the chat a while back in Argentina. I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that. But Taito Iwasa definitely had the best walkout song. I mean, the best walkout song was Taito Iwasa, absolutely. I'm the Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. That was so funny song. One of the funniest songs I've ever seen. I'm the Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Like country music that is terrible. Oh yeah. Yeah, country music is terrible. Anelia that Viknali Taxi is actually pop music. Yeah, I remember now. It's actually pop music. Yeah, it's actually pop music. But it's nice. I can't criticize it. All right, guys. I will have to go now. I'm actually pretty much tired. Today I have to cover Ares. Today I will try to follow what I can. Need to write something tomorrow. Been rocky week. I was training hard, so need to rest, need to get some sleep. And tomorrow is a new day. So have a great day, everyone, and catch you later. Thank you so much, guys, for the follow.